Hi students, welcome back. Coming to the next topic in advanced computer architecture is the evaluation of computer architecture. So now let's have a look on how the computer architecture is evaluated from the starting of the edition, like the von Neumann architecture. So the starting architecture, we already know that it is a von Neumann architecture. So from von Neumann architecture to the present stage, how this computer architecture is evaluated. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain about the evolution of computer architecture. We all know that over the past decades, architecture has gone through evolution rather than revolutionary change. Means it is upgrading. By taking the previous thing, we are searching for the based on the drawbacks, we are trying to overcome the drawbacks and we are implementing a new technology. So taking the previous one and developing the new technology. So this is called evolution. Okay. So starting with the von Neumann architecture, we all know that the von Neumann architecture is strictly sequential. It's everything. It's a sequential. The von Neumann architecture is the first architecture, okay, which is a stored program concept. When you're talking about the stored program concept, means we are using the memories here to store the data. So the von Neumann architecture is one of the first architecture which is used under the stored programmed concepts. So this architecture have evolved to including processing, look ahead, parallelism, and pipelining. Means whatever the von Neumann architecture is there, that is implemented starting. So this von Neumann architecture is evolved. Okay, so they are added with, which are included with, evolved to include processing, look ahead, parallelism, and pipelining. They are included all these technologies. Actually, the von Neumann architecture is a strictly sequential architecture. We know that sequential data means one after the another, the data will be going in the processor and the CPU is executing one after the another. So just like serial computing, it's just like everything is serial computing. So to evolve that, to upgrade our systems, this von Neumann architecture is evolved to include the processing, look ahead, parallelism, and pipelining concepts are introduced. Now, so first of all, let me tell you the study of computer architecture. So everyone is getting a doubt. Study of computer architecture. What we are studying in this computer architecture? The computer architecture it studies is just involves. Let me tell you, the study of computer architecture involves both programming or software requirements, and hardware organization. Remember students, don't forget, this is a very, very important. The study of computer architecture. Why you are studying the computer architecture? This study of computer architecture involves both the software requirement as well as the hardware organization. Software requirement means not your C programs, Java programs, not like that. We are talking about the machine, the internal structure. The architecture means the internal structure, the internal communication of the system. You are giving the commands and how the system is responding. That we are studying in computer architecture. So the study of computer architecture involves both the software requirements and hardware organization. So that means this architecture covers both. Software requirement is nothing but the instruction set. Architecture means how the instruction set is designed and how it is programmed, how the registers are occupying the instruction set. Because the CPUs always get the data from instruction set only. Everything in the form of instructions. From the instruction set, the binary code data will be taken by the CPU. So that is a software required. Software requirement is nothing but the instruction set architecture, and hardware organization is nothing but the machine implementation organization. organization. This is what you are going to learn in the computer architecture. The study of computer architecture involves both the software requirements and the hardware organization. The software requirement means it's nothing but the instruction set architecture. You are going to learn how to design the instruction set architecture, how to program the instruction set architecture, so that my hardware organization can be implemented. The machine implement organization. Okay, so now let's have a look on. I think you get an idea how you are going to how the computer architecture is evaluating. Okay, the evaluation, we are starting from the von Neumann architecture, later than the processing, look ahead, parallelism and pipeline. See here, this is the structure, the architecture evaluation. This is what the complete structure is. Let me explain you this step-by-step procedure. So the evolution of computer architecture. So first is a scalar. Actually, I already said the evolution is started with the von Neumann architecture, which is built as a sequential machine. The von Neumann architecture is represented in by sequential, built as a sequential machine, which is executing the scalar data. Okay. First is a scalar data. Scalar data is nothing but a variable that holds one value at a time. Only one value. It holds only one value at a time. So this scalar data is represented as a sequential machine, that is a von Neumann architecture. So later the sequential will be changing to the look ahead. Okay, means the sequential computer was improved from bit serial to word parallel. The sequential is evolved, that is upgraded. We are talking about the evolution architecture. Whatever the sequential is there, that sequential computer was improved from bit serial to word parallel. So starting it only taking one bit after the another in a serial manner. So that will be improved to word parallel, like fixed point to the floating point. Fixed point to floating point. This is an evolution from sequential to next stage, that is a look ahead. So the bit serial to the word parallel and fixed to the floating point. So the von Neumann architecture is slow due to sequential execution of instructions in the program. So that's why it is changing to the parallel, the word parallel. So now coming to the look ahead. This part is a sequential part, so which is a bit serial and always uses the fixed point representation. To the next evolution is the word, the instructions are passing in the form of word parallel, and we are using the floating point representation. A look ahead here were introduced to prefetch the instructions in order to overlap the instruction fetch, decode and execute overlap. So this is IE means instruction fetch, decode and execute overlap operations, and to enable the functional parallelism. So again, this functional parallelism means the multiple functional units will be there. A multiple functional units, each unit is performing a different operation, like what I said, A plus B, C plus D and E into F. So many instructions need to be executed. So each functional unit will execute one instruction. Each functional unit will be executing one instruction. Finally, you are getting the final answer. This is a use of multiple functional unit. The functional parallelism is divided into multiple functional unit and pipelining. Multiple functional unit means each instruction will be executing a separate functional unit. And coming to the pipelining. Pipelining has proven especially attractive in performing identical operations repeatedly over vector data. Up to here, it is everything, it's a scalar. Okay, on one value it is holding. Now, whereas a pipelining here, it is a one-dimensional vector. We know that vector is nothing but it is a one-dimensional array. Okay, one-dimensional array of numbers is holding by the vector. So pipelining means one after the another. It is going one dimension. It's an array of instructions will be there. Okay. So the pipelining is divided into implicit vector and explicit vector. Implicit and explicit. So vector operations were originally carried out by implicitly only, because here the software controller looping is using scalar pipelining process. Whereas explicit vector instructions were introduced with the appearance of the vector processor. These explicit vector is used, was introduced with the appearance of vector process, which is equipped with multiple vector pipelines. Actually, these explicit vectors are again divided into two types. One is the two families will be there, memory to memory and register to register. We all know that the memory to memory is nothing but it supports the pipeline flow of vector operands directly from memory to pipeline and from pipeline to memory. That is a memory to memory. Whereas register to register architecture is, it uses vector register to interface between memory as well as the functional units. So again, coming to the register to register architecture is divided into SIMD and MIMD, single instruction multiple data and multiple instruction multiple data. So this SIMD can be operated in associative processors, processor arrays. They can be used in processor arrays. And MIMD can be used in processor arrays, multi-computers and multiprocessor. They can be used as multi-computers and multiprocessor and processor array. So this is the architecture evolution. See here, from the starting of the scalar data, here the evolution is changing to the multiple instructions, means multiple data, single instructions, multiple instructions on multiple data. It is performing the operations on multiple data. So this is about the architectural evolution, students. Still, if you are having any doubt, please comment me so that I can clarify your doubts. Thank you.